wealth redistribution, unions, worker safety. I know what you're thinking. Sounds like socialism. Yet, those are the values at the heart of one of America's most hallowed institutions, the NFL. Are you ready for some commie football? Well, buckle up your chin straps, comrades. That's today's BFD.
Brain Food Daily.
From Little League T-ball to Friday Night Lights, from the Final Four to the Puppy Bowl, sports are big business. But of all the sports, the National Football League is clearly el jefe numero uno. Last year, the NFL took in almost $10 billion in revenue, and the league projects that revenue will increase to $25 billion in the next 12 years. Yes, the NFL is big business, and excesses abound. From obscene player salaries to stadiums financed with public money, there's a lot to root against. But underneath all the commercialism lies a system with ties to Karl Marx. The last two Super Bowl winners were the Giants of New York and the Green Bay Packers, a town of just 100,000 people. Now, how could a team from a small town compete against Gotham City? Two words: revenue sharing. See, all the money the NFL gets from TV deals has been split equally between the teams. By redistributing the wealth among 32 teams, the NFL has managed to create a system where everyone's on a level playing field. And it's not just about money, it's the rules. Each year, the team that finished last gets first pick in this year's draft. That's right, affirmative action. And the team that wins the Super Bowl this year has to play the hardest schedule next year. Let's call that inheritance tax. Football guys love to talk about parity, how every year, every team stands a chance to win the Super Bowl. Okay, maybe not Cleveland, but that's because we're cursed! Now look, I'm not blind to the fact that the NFL is owned by 32 rich white guys who try to game the system every chance they get. And the NFL's tax-exempt status? Highly dubious. But in an age where things like workers' rights are being whittled away, the NFL shows us that mixing a little socialism into our capitalism is not always a bad thing. And why do things like revenue sharing stay in place? Simple, a strong workers' union. The NFL Players Association has been around since the league's inception. They are masters at collective bargaining, and they're not afraid to go on strike to fight for their cause. All right, I can hear everyone out there freaking out in the comments section. But Joe, you're ignoring all the negative stuff. The crippling injuries, the potential for brain damage, the all too frequent concussions. To which I say true, but the cheerleaders are so hot! Mom, that was just a joke. Look, the NFL has a huge issue on its hands with concussions. Either the rules have to change, or football as we know it could be in trouble. But the reason these issues have been brought to light is because of an aggressive sports media, because of serious sports journalists like Sally Jenkins of the Washington Post or Dave Zurin of The Nation magazine. The NFL itself has been pressured into making player safety its #1 issue. Fairness, wealth distribution, strong unions, real journalism. Yes, the NFL has its negative side, but it stands a lot better chance of curing its ills with these institutions firmly in place. Maybe our government could learn a thing or two. Doubt it. Those clowns in Washington? Haha, right. Look, football is a violent sport by nature, so if you have a loved one playing, make sure they know the proper techniques to avoid injury. Click the link below to download the CDC's checklist for concussion symptoms. For BFD, I'm Joe Big Hit Hartzler. Click the link below to subscribe. It's free, and for the love of everything holy, go Browns! Let's do this! Here we go, Brownies! Here we go! Here we go! I know it's a stupid chant, but that's what we do. That's what we got. Come on, Wheaton, make some passes this year.